We've been a band for, well, nearly sort of 9-10 years now.
Yeah.
But I think now more than ever is a moment where we're reflecting on what we've done, and we're really, really excited and happy and I guess satisfied in many ways with what we've achieved.
India is one of my favorite places to go in the world. Like, honestly, like the first time I went there, the culture, the food, everything. It's just like, I love it.
Shah Rukh Khan, let's go.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh
Shah Rukh
Khan.
Khan.
What I really liked about the Vishal and Shekhar collaboration is it was like a merging of genres. And I think Shah Rukh Khan could definitely teach us some things about what he's about.
Alright, so today I have with me two very special guests joining in all the way from London, James and Tristan from the band The Vamps. Welcome both of you, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, all good. How are you? It's good to speak to you. It's been a while.
Yes, it's good to see both of you. How's it going for you? How's the pandemic treating both of you, and how's it been for you the past couple of months?
It's good. It's weird times, obviously, but we are kind of trying to make the most of it. We released an album recently called Cherry Blossom, and that was just really cool to just like get out, because we've been working on it for a while. We've been like really trying to make it as good for the fans as possible. So we were kind of really focused on that whilst lockdown was happening in our homes, which was kind of quite cool. We'd never really finished an album in our homes before, which was quite cool. And then it's like we're good. We're trying to keep positive, we're trying to keep the spirits up. We hopefully will be able to play shows eventually, so we're really looking forward to that. And it's good. The Vamps are good. The Vamps are excited, and the Vamps are really, really ready to do more things.
James, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I think Tris is right saying, mentioned the album before. I think it's been really good to have like a central point of focus that we've all been able to throw ourselves at. We're three of us live quite close to each other in London, and Connor lives, still in London. So we've been lucky that we've been relatively close to each other. So when we have, when the first lockdown started to lift, we were able to meet up and do like the music videos and the photo shoots that the fans have seen. So I think it's been really good, as I said, to have kind of something that we can all get involved with together.
Well, yes, that actually brings me to Cherry Blossom. Please tell me something about that, because from what I see, the songs are doing well. Tell me a little about the album, the songs. Why did you think that, what was the entire idea behind this album, and, what do you have to say about that?
The idea of, first of all, the theme Cherry Blossom, like the title of it, came after a trip. We were doing some touring in Asia, and whilst in Japan, we really enjoyed kind of the culture of Japan. And after we got back, Brad said, what do you think about an album called Cherry Blossom? And we all kind of came together and thought about what Cherry Blossom meant to us, which sort of it's a feeling of renewal, rebirth, and also capturing like perhaps a fleeting moment in everyone's lives. And I think we all recognize that definitely at the moment it's almost like we've got a song on our album called Glory Days, and it really feels like we've been very lucky to do loads and loads of tours, and we've been a band for nearly sort of 9-10 years now. But I think now more than ever is a moment where we're reflecting on what we've done, and we're really, really excited and happy and I guess satisfied in many ways with what we've achieved. So I think this album is also to capture that energy and excitement. Songs like Glory Days sort of like signify that. There's also a song on the album called Better, which is our second single off the album. And when it was written originally, it was sort of written last year, mainly before the pandemic. And I think now what's funny with this album is it's kind of taken on a slightly different meaning to the initial one that we set out to kind of portray. And the fact that in that song, it says like, we can do better than this. And it's that kind of like, it's that idea to like galvanize yourself and come together and say like, right, as a global community, like we can do better than than maybe where we were before the pandemic.
Tell me a little about, what does Cherry Blossom mean to you? You've worked on the album, and like, James just talked about it. What does Cherry Blossom mean to you?
Cherry Blossom means to me, I think it signifies a new chapter in our lives. I feel like it really is a checkpoint, a milestone that we kind of, it was time, it's great timing, and it happened naturally. I feel like Cherry Blossom is a different sound, different vision, different direction than what we've taken before, and I think it's the right direction, that we need to take, and it's so exciting because the music is so, I just love the energy of the music that we've created on this album, and I can't wait to play it live. It means a lot to me when people, it means a lot to me, even more to me when it means a lot to other people, when they say it's helped them through tough times, it helped them through sleeping, it's helped them through losing someone they love, like things like that really make the whole thing worth it.
Interesting thing that I want to discuss with both of you is that you had collaborated with Vishal and Shekhar here in India. You've collaborated on Belia, which did really well. I mean, I remember, I think it's been 2-3 years now since that happened. And I'm guessing that, that was a really nice experience, because you did come to India and then you did, all the promotions and shows and whatnot. Tell me a little about, collaborating with Indian artists. Do you think that is happening in the near future? Is that on your, on your plan, in your bucket list, that something that you want to do in the near future? Is there something in the pipeline?
I mean, all honestly, India is one of my favorite places to go in the world. Like, honestly, like the first time I went there, the culture, the food, everything, it's just like, I love it. And for us to kind of work with Vishal and Shekhar when we went over there, just like was the, what's the saying, the icing on the cake or whatever. And it was like insane. It was like cool, like they're such nice people. Yeah. And we went over there and we experienced India for the first time, and we hung out with them, and we went in the studio and we kind of did a music video as well. And it was just really fun, and that whole experience is something that we're never going to forget, and something 100% we want again. So in terms of collaboration, I feel like, yeah, we're always open-minded if it's right and the right time, 100%. And we definitely are open-minded working with, more artists from there, 100%. It's just interesting when you get the two different worlds, like you get pop, and then you got what Vishal and Shekhar, like, and it's just cool when you just like fuse those things together and create something that's a little bit different, and that's always what we hope to achieve. So yeah, 100%, whether it's this album we do a repackage, or it's the next album, new music, that we do more collaborations, and but 100%, as soon as we can, we're coming straight to India.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. And like how you mentioned about, these best of two worlds coming together. And I think that's what we saw, the kind of magic that all of you created when Belia came out. I mean, I remember the song did so well. So I am looking forward to that happening as well. But now I have some quick questions for the both of you, which are just a little about your album and your, the amazing journey that you've had. This is like a quick rapid fire, all right? So I'm just gonna ask you like a couple of questions, and you have to be quick about it, okay? You cannot take too much time. If you had to pick out one song from Cherry Blossom, which you'd say is something which is probably like your favorite from the album, which one would it be? Like your go-to song, like this is the song that you can listen to all over again and again and again.
Mine was probably Chemicals.
Okay.
Ahmed?
Oh, it's really tough. I think, yeah, Glory Days. I like that one.
Okay, that's fair. What has been the most challenging song for the both of you? It could be this album as well, and then we can also take a look at, all the other albums and the songs that you've worked on. But what do you think has been the most challenging song for you?
One of the most challenging songs for me was actually Protocol, because James wrote that song, sent it to us. I was like, oh yeah, that needs to be on the album. We were like, yeah, that's sick. So we kind of like started creating stuff. We started experimenting, and it was like, we tried different things, and James wasn't completely happy. So we kind of like reinvented ourselves, redid it, kind of went back in the studio, did it a couple times, and we just want to get it right. And we're so proud of the end product because that's exactly where it needed to be. So for me, that in terms of like producing for that song, like that was quite a long process, which was cool.
Okay, James, for you?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The songs. I guess like Protocol took like quite a long time just from a production aspect. I think like Married in Vegas as well even though it came very last minute, and then was the first single. There was the middle eight section wasn't there originally, and some of us really thought that there needed to be something else there. So I think we had quite a bit of toing and froing with that one. But I think every song to an extent took quite a long time this time round, because we really wanted to make sure that it sounded as perfect to us as it could. So I think all of them, in a way.
What is that one song that you would suggest to someone who's like a first time listener to the Vamps, who's just sort of trying to understand the kind of music that you all do? What is the song that you think is the one song that they should probably start listening to?
Probably think Treading Water.
Okay.
I'd say.
Maybe. It's really hard. I think Married in Vegas has like an energy about it that we're trying to convey for this album, and also it's the first song that we've ever done where we've had like a conventional musical instrument doing like the post-chorus. So in contrast, we have songs like All Night, for example, have like a synthesizer doing like the main melody in the post-chorus, but like I like Married in Vegas for the fact that it is like guitar, bass, drums and piano. I think that's quite cool.
Okay, Married in Vegas it is then. An artist that you would desperately want to collaborate with, anyone from across the world that you're like, we would definitely want to collaborate with this particular artist for the amazing work that they've been doing?
Shah Rukh Khan, let's go.
Yeah,
Shah Rukh Khan.
Obviously.
There's this artist called Anita.
Okay.
She's sick. She'd be cool to work with her. I think she's from Brazil or Argentina, but she's really cool. She's got swag.
But that's interesting how you mentioned about Shah Rukh Khan, James. Is there any particular reason why you said that?
I just like we've so the times that we've been to India, probably four or five times now, we've always like been played like clips in interviews and things, and like he just seems so cool. And I don't know, I think he's very, very different in many ways from, I guess, what we've done over the past 8 or 9 years. And I think what I really liked about the Vishal and Shekhar collaboration is it was like a merging of genres. And I think Shah Rukh Khan could definitely teach us some things about what he's about. So yeah, I'm open to ideas.
That sounds lovely. I hope he watches this, somebody from his team watches this, and that happens. Really hoping for that to happen. But thank you so much. It was really nice talking to the both of you, understanding the kind of music, and all the very best for Cherry Blossom. It was really nice knowing all of that, and hoping that everything gets better soon, and then we can host you in India, and we can hopefully do this not like this in virtual mode, hopefully like this in person.
Please.
So,
absolutely.
And thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.